Welcome, everyone. I am so excited. My name is Emily Lopez, founder and creator of the Natural Migraine Solution. So I'm excited that you took the time right now to listen to this overview of the Stop Your Migraines Before They Start. It's a 30-day online program, and really, I designed this for those people who feel completely, totally frustrated, worried, um, just don't know where to turn in terms of their migraines. So, if you are currently right now exhausted of trying different medications to cure your headaches, if you're frustrated that your headaches and migraines are always interrupting your routine and your plans, and you're worried that no matter what you do, you will always have debilitating migraines, and you are looking for a natural solution to help you figure out how to decrease the severity and the frequency of your migraines, you are in the right place. And I want to congratulate you for taking the time right now to just stop in your busy day and really look at different ways to help you get better and to help you find and achieve the life that you have always dreamed about. So, I want to give you a little bit about my story, who I am, why I created this program, so you can really understand why I'm so passionate about helping people heal from migraines. So you'll see some bullet points here. I'm a chronic migraine victor, and I have spent many years suffering from chronic migraines. Um, and I healed myself from 20 plus migraines using multiple modalities. And really, within the program, the 30-day program, I talk about all the modalities, what I've used, all my secrets, all my tips that have helped me to heal from 20 plus migraines a month now to what I would say a joyful, happy, loving, vibrant life where I get maybe one and a lot and recently no migraines a month, which is beyond phenomenal for me. And my journey has taken me through a long road. When I graduated from college, I got my BS in human development, so really into the psychology and sociology behind healing. And later in my later years of my life, I became a certified holistic practitioner, really helping individuals to understand how to make simple lifestyle changes to really heal themselves and get better with their health and nutrition. Um, so I've really combined everything that I've known throughout my undergraduate degree as well as my certified holistic practitioner degree to create this program. But I want to kind of give you my story of migraines, how it's impacted my life, because I know everybody has a story. And I think that's important to connect to. And when I take my clients through the program, I really help them connect to their story, because I feel like when you connect to your story, you can then connect to your vision of what you want your life to be and really start working towards that vision and helping you to get to your wherever you want to go to with your migraines. So, just a little bit about me. As a child, I used to develop headaches pretty frequently, and I thought it was normal. And I would take over the counter medication like aspirin or ibuprofen, and that would usually do the trick. But when I started becoming a teenager, my headaches started to get um, more progressive. They started coming more often, and the pain levels started going from headacheville to migraineville. Um, and they became more frequent. And by the time I was 18, I really started noticing I was becoming um, getting nausea. I was experiencing light sensitivity, sound sensitivity, and a lot of other migraine symptoms. But at the time, I didn't know those symptoms were associated to migraines. So I was going to every neurologist. I went to numerous doctors, and all I got was a simple diagnosis: was that, hey, you have migraines, but you'll be completely okay. And a lot of the neurologist prescribed me onset migraine medication. And I've always come from a background where I really don't like a lot of medication and over the counter medication. So I was always looking for something different. So I would always ask, is there something different? Is there alternative method? And I usually got no, and I got the medication. Now, I'm not saying medication is bad because I use medication, prescribed medication from a doctor throughout my journey to get me from 20 plus migraines to now no migraines a month, maybe one migraine a month. But I combine that with holistic remedies to really get to my optimal life. And, so I was searching for the right doctor, the right fit for me to heal from my migraines, and I just couldn't find it, right? I was really frustrated. I was so tired of canceling on people, so tired of not having my life. And in my 20s, my years, I call those the havoc years because I started from, just headaches when I was a younger child to migraines when I was a teenager to then going into chronic migraine. So at my all-time worst, I was at about 15 to 20 migraines a month. And it was crazy. It was like the worst nightmare on earth for me. And I had to leave my job on short-term disability. I Some of the medications that I were put on had really strong side effects, and I couldn't handle that, and it caused me to stop driving. Um, and I had cried almost every night because A, I was suffering from chronic migraines and the pain was excruciating, and B, I had lost my identity and everything I had worked to be. I couldn't work, I couldn't drive, I couldn't go out with friends or family. So I was feeling I was in a really, really dark place because that's what migraines do to you. It's not only the physical pain that we experience with the migraine, but it's also the mental pain and it's also the spiritual pain as a person that it really starts to create this impact on your life, and it could be very negative. And I was in this kind of downward spiral. um and one day I think I had hit one of my darkest days, and I had said, enough with this. I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of dealing with this pain. And I know I've talked to a lot of my clients, and they've said the same thing. They're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I just couldn't take this feeling anymore. So I made a commitment. I stopped and I made a commitment in that moment. And I decided, instead of focusing on the pain, which there was a lot of, I decided to focus just on me and the life I wanted to live. And it was in that split decision that my life kind of changed. And it led me to a powerful experiential learning and self development workshop. And through about probably 3 or 4 months, I started going through this transformation where I started to see that up until that moment, I had given up on everything, right? So I took this workshop. It was great. It helped me realize that there was more to life. And it also helped me realize that I could heal because I happened to just meet a lot of phenomenal people and who were healers and started talking to me about different ways to get better. So I made that decision in the workshop now that I was going to get better, that I was going to uh, get migraine free, no matter what the doctors and the neurologists and everybody else told me. And I was going to do whatever it took to get better. And I was going to invest 120% of my time, energy, and focus on healing. And that's what I did. I mean, about 3, 4 years, I dove in hard to holistic remedies. I tried acupuncture, Chinese medicine, cupping. I looked at my nutrition. I looked at stress management. I mean, I saw holistic practitioners, holistic doctors, used essential oils. I tried everything. Um, and what I realized was, after working with each specialist, I saw how my lifestyle choices, my spiritualities, and my body and the organs in my body were all interconnected, and then they were all influencing my overall health. And after that, it became so clear to me and so obvious that my migraines were a direct result of having multiple areas of my life out of balance. I mean, but it took me quite some time to figure it out. And I dived into a lot of different things, and I became the certified holistic practitioner, and I visited so many different practitioners. But I realized that I could get better, and I realized that I had the power to try different modalities and keep investing in my health to get better. And I'm not going to lie, it wasn't a quick fix. It wasn't an easy solution. Um, and I tried many things, but it really took my willingness to do that, and my willingness to focus on mind, body, and spirit, to focus and to release all the pain. And fast forward now, and you see it, a dream chaser and an experiencer. Um, I have made a vow to myself that I had spent so many years in pain that I'm going to chase every dream and experience everything to the fullest now, because I was so sick and tired of not being able to experience everything. And one of my dreams was to help those who suffer from migraines get over the hump of knowing that they no longer have to be a migraine victim. They can be a migraine victor and they can reclaim their life. So you'll probably, right now, if you're listening to this, you're probably in one of these stages, extremely exhausted from your migraines, the mental frustration, the mental exhaustion, the physical exhaustion. And there's exhaustion from trying different medications, like what's going to work for me. I like to call myself a pill popper before, because I was just popping everything and anything to get relief, and nothing was working. So if that's you, you're in the right place. I mean, if you're completely frustrated that migraines are always interrupting your plans, you're in the right place, right? Because the migraines are always popping up. You can't figure out where they're coming from or how to plan around them. So I created the natural migraine solution to help you with that. If you are continuously confused on why you keep getting your migraines, guess what? You are so in the right place, because we're going to discuss some of the top 4 reasons why you still may be getting migraines in this presentation, but throughout the program, we dive deeper into that. And if you feel completely defeated because of your numerous doctor visits, and if you experience any of the doctors that I had experienced, where if you asked about holistic solutions, they may have chuckled in your face. And again, at the time, holistic remedies to heal wasn't that prevalent. Now they're becoming more mainstream, which is great, and doctors are now coming on board and really seeing the value of it. But there's still some doctors who don't think this can help. So if you feel you're defeated, guess what? You're in the right place. And if you just want a completely new approach to figuring out how to get healthy, you are so in the right place. Um, because that's what I'm here to help you with. That's what I'm here to support you on. So I wanted to take you to this migraine labyrinth, right? Why can't I find relief? When I've talked to so many different people about their migraines, a lot of things came up. But here are some of the top 4 reasons that I believe that people are still getting migraines and they're not able to manage and prevent them. Um, it's not knowing or ignoring your migraine triggers. So I often get, I don't understand why I keep having these triggers. Um, but people aren't willing to track what's going on in their life. They're not able to track their emotions. They're not willing to track their emotions, the food they eat, the cycles that they're going through. So we talk about that in our program, is really identifying your triggers. It's the second reason why I think people have a hard time finding relief with their migraines, is because they don't see themselves as a unique individual, and they don't see themselves as a unique um, having unique health needs. Now, this is so important, and this is one of the true values that I instill in all my clients, is that you are unique, you are special, you are a gift. And because of that, what works for one person may not work for you. So I often get a lot of people are super frustrated. They read online different articles. Hey, I drank this amount of water each day, and I took this pill, and it worked, and it helped get my migraines. It eliminated my migraines. And then someone tries that and it doesn't help. And that's where the frustration becomes. Um, you know, everybody is unique. So in this program, and I'm going to get into the four processes of the program, but we talk about you as a unique individual. How do we understand the unique symptoms, your unique triggers, and understand what you need to do in order to heal? Another reason that I feel like a lot of people are still kind of in this migraine labyrinth or this maze is they don't understand the options to heal. We are so lucky and so fortunate today that there are so many different modalities, and we have the internet to show us everything that's out there. So there are so many different things in my program. I discuss over 40 different natural solutions or remedies or modalities to help you heal. But I bet you if you go a standard traditional route, you may only think about medication. So medication is great. I highly recommend anyone who is suffering from migraines, they consult with their doctor to make sure that it's migraine and there is nothing else. And then consult with them to get on a plan to how to help you. But there are so many different modalities out there that can supplement what you're doing and complement what you're doing. So we talk about those. And then it's really, I talk to so many people again, and they don't believe it's possible to heal your migraines, right? There is so much research. Actually, there's not a lot of research there on migraines. Um, the and because there's not a lot of research, I feel like there's this misbelief that you can't heal. And I just think about my journey, and I think about all the people who I have met throughout my journey, and they have healed not only from migraines, but they have healed from cancers, they have healed from traumatic injuries and traumatic accidents. And I mean, while doing my research, I researched these different stories because I needed some inspiration. I knew that my life was a gift, and I knew that my life could be different, but I needed inspiration from others. And so I really dove into looking at people who defeated the odds, looked at the different modalities that they use, and implemented that into my own healing process. Um, and now I know that anything is possible, right? Before, when I was at 20 migraines a month, I was miserable and didn't think I would ever see a happy day. But now I know that's not true. And really, throughout the process, started working not only on like my physical migraine triggers and stuff like that, but I really started working with shifting mindset. And that's another thing that we deal with within the program. So you're probably thinking, okay, so the natural migraine solution, what is it? I've been talking about what we kind of go over in the program, but I like to keep my approach very simple. When I'm working with my clients, I want to make sure that it's not only simple, but we chunk it down into small enough action steps that everything is achievable. Um, so it's achievable. It's a process, right? When people are trying to heal, they often want a framework of how they're going to do it, from how are they going to get from point A to Z. So we develop the process, and it's a trusted process. And what I love to do is celebrate success and celebrate milestones. So I broke the natural migraine solution into 4 approaches, or 4 phases. And the first phase is so crucial. It is identify your migraine triggers. And you'll see here that this is the first left quadrant, identify your migraine triggers. And this is really all about awareness. It's about finding out first what's triggering your migraines. And many people know that by becoming aware of what's triggering their migraines, that you can position yourself to then prevent and manage your migraines, which in turn allows you to decrease the number of your migraines and get well. And it not only decrease the number, but the severity of the pain. So that's phase 1, identify your migraines. Phase 2 is all about designing your migraine-free lifestyle. So this is all about prevention, right? So it's about designing your life to avoid the daily migraine triggers, and it's about upgrading your lifestyle to a healthy, stress-free life. So this phase is all about upgrading your nutrition, your exercise, and ultimately taking control of your life. So in phase 3, you'll go to the bottom quadrant. It's about having and staying a migraine-free life. And it's all about longevity. So in phase 1 and 2, we're really kind of dabbling with understanding the migraines, then how to work with prevention. and management. And then it's about taking this phase 3, it's about taking all those tools and those awareness and that awareness that you've learned and really managing your lifestyle and managing your behaviors and habits so you can continue to live a migraine-free lifestyle. And then phase 4 is by far my favorite phase, and it's embracing life without migraines and reclaiming your dreams. And this is all about new possibilities. So it's really about reclaiming your dreams and your goals and making them a reality without the fear of the migraine striking in your life. And it's really about what would you love to create or accomplish in your life now that migraines aren't holding your back. And so this process, like I said, I created this 4-step process. I wanted to make it simple, achievable, and in it be able to celebrate each success. And it's a flowing process, and for some people it takes longer than others, but it really is built out to get you to go from one level to the next. So you may be thinking, okay, this sounds phenomenal. This sounds great. How long is this going to take me? Right? Because I'm talking right now about a 30-day program. So this approach, and I'll be honest with you again, I'm completely honest with everybody, could take a while. It's not going to take 30 days to go from 20 migraines to 0 migraines. That's a myth. If somebody were to tell you that, I would be very skeptical and I would probably run away from the program. So healing my migraines took me over 2 years, but I have taken everything that I've known and condensed it and work with people so they can figure out their unique triggers and their unique health needs and figure out unique management and prevention programs for you. And I've done all the mistakes, so you don't have to do the mistakes. But with that being said, I wanted to put together something for you guys that's short and concise and to get you on the right track and start building all these different muscles. So I created the Master Your Migraine program, which is a 30-day online program to really take snippets of the whole program, the natural migraine solution, and put it into a 30-day program so you can really start to understand different points on how to heal. So I broke down this program into about 4 weeks. And I also threw in some bonuses, but you'll learn more about the bonuses when you join the program. But the first week we talk about is pinpoint the source of your migraine. Again, that's totally about understanding your migraine triggers. And there's so many different triggers, and we talk about the 7 most common triggers that may be affecting your migraines, but then we also talk about other things too. And in the next slide, I'll kind of talk about some of the most common migraine triggers. So if you're looking for some information that could help you right now, you might get that information. And then in the second week, we talk about understanding your unique migraine symptoms. So again, everybody is unique. So what I really try to do in this week is how do I become so in tune with my body that I understand a migraine's coming? So just one example is I know for me, if I start excessively yawning, I could have a great full happy day and I have one yawn and then I have another yawn and then I have a third yawn within like an hour time frame. That's my unique signal that a migraine is coming. So from that aspect, I know that it's time to start looking at my prevention and my management plan for my migraines so I could alleviate or prevent that severe pain that's coming on. So that's just kind of one of my unique symptoms. I also, just another one for you is I start getting like kind of really sore in my back and my shoulder and my neck. And it starts kind of feeling like really tender and agitated. But those are 2 unique symptoms for me. And what we do in the program is we really start looking at how your body works and what are some of the unique symptoms that occur for you. Then we start looking at natural migraine solutions, right? I told you we have over 40 solutions that I touch upon in the program. And we start looking at those different solutions and how you can start implementing maybe 1 or 2 of those solutions into your current routine to see if you get relief. And then we talk about enjoying the pain-free days and really creating the mindset of becoming from going from a migraine victim to a migraine victor. There is such power in changing your mindset from I can't to I can, and we really dive into that. So I wanted to talk to you, show you kind of some highlights of the program, and I wanted to show you kind of the process oriented in this slide, and then in the other slide, kind of a holistic approach that I use. I mend the two. I tell my clients that I'm going to be their biggest supporter. I'm going to love up on them completely. I'm going to support them. I'm going to give them a process because I want you to get results, right? I'm such a results oriented individual and individual coach. So right here, we look at the 7 most common migraine triggers. So I'm going to talk to you right now, just kind of highlight top 3 for a lot of people. Again, everybody's unique, so it may not work for you. But nutrition. Have you ever looked at your nutrition? I mean, fully looked at it, journaled, and looked at to see if there's any patterns that might be triggering your migraines. Gluten could be a cause, nitrates could be a cause, chocolate could be a cause. So we really start looking at nutrition as a whole. Stress. Stress is the number one killer of the world, not only impacting your migraines, just other health issues, heart attacks, high blood pressure, you name it. I feel like 99.9% of people in this world have stress. So if you don't think you're stressed and you don't think stress is contributing to your migraines, I would check in with that. And hydration. Hydration is so important to our body. And so we look at that. And then you'll see ... What are the other triggers that could be happening? Well, I give you kind of this picture. These are some triggers that could help or not help impact other people's migraines. But in the program, we dive deeper into what can trigger your specific migraine. So I also talk to you from a holistic perspective, and I talk to you about changing mindset. And one of the key things is really mindset. And so I have, and this is kind of a bonus for you because I give this to my clients, but it's a willingness to heal. And it's a willingness to try a different approach, and it's a willingness to be open to new possibilities. So I have each of my clients do this pledge, and I'm going to ask you right now to participate and do the pledge with me as you see it, and you can say it with me, because I really think it's important to be mind, body, soul connected in the healing process. So my pledge to heal for those who suffer from migraines is, and if you could take a moment, make sure you just shake everything off, sit comfortably in your seat, put your hand over your heart, take a deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and let it out. I really want to get centered and receive this. So I am open to healing my mind, body, and spirit. I am patient and will be kind to myself in every moment. I will not judge my healing process, for each moment is a success and provides more opportunities to love myself unconditionally. I will honor my truth. I will trust my intuition. I trust this pain is temporary, and I will persevere in my healing. I am love, my body is love, and my mind is love. I am full of endless potential, and I am ready to heal my migraines. And so for my clients, I just have them to say that pledge each and every day, because healing not only your migraines, but healing your health could be such a process, right? And it takes you all over. So this pledge just allows you to focus in on loving yourself unconditionally and loving yourself and really working through the pain to get you where you want to be. So these are just some of the fun exercises I do with my clients, and I wanted to give you a little taste. So I also wanted to talk to you about like what's next. How do you jump into this program? How do you take advantage of this, right? And how do you take back your life? So I talked to you about the natural migraine solution and the 4 different phases, but here is the kind of overview of what you get in this 4-week program. Um, so you're going to get a master your migraine strategy session. That's a one-on-one consultation with me to discuss what's going on with you in the program. So I really recommend that you do this either midway or towards the end of the program. You're always going to have an opportunity to send me to email me, and we can email back and forth if you have questions. But here I really want to make sure that you understand all the content that's in this program, and that you have someone to bounce ideas back with and kind of really start building and creating a roadmap for success for you. And that's valued at $297. We have the 4 weeks of learn at your own pace audio recordings. So I created this because I knew people are so busy in today's society, running all over the place, and sometimes you don't have time in the morning or in the evening. So really, it's audio recording, so you can listen to each week whenever you want and start implementing and doing things whenever you want. You have a bonus. I talked to you about bonus. I love giving my clients bonuses, and this is called Setting Up for Success, and this is in the beginning of the program, and that's valued at $97, and it helps you just kind of understand. I was talking to you about your story, your migraine story, and really helping you to identify your migraine story, what that means to you, how that's impacted your life, and what's your future vision for yourself if migraines didn't hold you back. And like I told you before, we're going to talk about over 40 different solutions to heal your migraines naturally, and I'll give you different resources around them. So tons and tons and tons of value. I want to just give you everything I have. So all this is worth over $600, but I know dealing with migraines, you spend countless amounts of dollars each day. I cannot even tell you how much I spent working on healing myself. And I know money is tight for a lot of people. So I wanted to give it to you at a very cost effective price. And so it's only $197. So for 4 weeks, you're going to get 4 weeks of online learning. You're going to get access to send me emails and have questions. You got bonuses throughout the program, and you have this one-on-one consultation. And I packaged that all up just for $197 just for you, because I totally want you to get from this feeling of like frustration, anger, and what the heck am I going to do? How am I going to reclaim my life, to feeling like, there is a light. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And here are some tools and resources that if I actually implement, I'm going to start seeing great results. And, you know, I'm such a fan of this program. I've seen it work with individuals, but it may not be for everyone. And it really takes its time and commitment to heal. So I want you to know that. So what you can do is you can sign up today. You have the link. It's a great program. Again, it's only $197. There's so much value in here with over $600. And you have the link to sign up. And I just wanted to kind of give you feedback or kind of a success story of somebody who worked with me. And her name was Jamie. And she said, having someone in my corner who also lives with migraine and chooses to heal herself through nutrition and lifestyle changes gave me the support needed to achieve the best results, right? I totally get where you're coming from with these migraines. I've experienced it for numerous years. I've done so much research on migraines, and I continue to do it today, right? There's always new information. There's always cutting edge information out there. So continue to stay updated, and I utilize those new updates in my program, and I continuously change and evolve the program. So you get all of that for $197. And I truly hope you sign up today. Go to the link, sign up. Let's get you started right away and getting you to understand what is triggering your migraines, helping you to create a prevention and management program, and starting to create that seed in your brain and in your mind that it's possible to heal from migraines. And if you're kind of curious about who I am, my style a little bit more, I know I gave you this presentation, but like I said, I love giving you guys bonuses. I wrote a book called The Natural Migraine Solution: 6 Secrets to Heal Your Headache Naturally. And I wanted to give you a small excerpt from the book, so you can also kind of, it talks a little bit more about my philosophy around healing migraines and just a little bit more about me. And again, here's a quote from somebody who read the book. It's an incredible book, highly effective, with protocols that are easy to apply to one's lifestyle. The author has done all the work for you. Her personal journey as a migraine sufferer and her thorough research and applied knowledge makes this one of the best books ever written on the subject. It's a must read and a go-to resource for anyone that has or knows someone who suffers from migraine. So I wrote this book a couple years ago, and I was just so inspired by the feedback that I was getting that that's kind of the reason why I created this 30-day program. I wanted to just dive deeper into the material and provide you action steps and exercises that you can do each week, and chunk down that information that's in the book, chunk it down to each week, um, so you can really start becoming, so you can really start decreasing the frequency and the severity of your migraines. So definitely sign up. It's a great program. If you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to working with you.